This is Nightrified, not Netflix.
This is a true food delivery horror story. I had just started college, juggling classes and a side hustle as a food delivery rider for a popular app. I took the job to cover my tuition fees and rent, often working late into the night. Most nights were uneventful, filled with routine deliveries and the occasional rude customer. But one night, I got an order that would change everything. It was a late-night pickup from a restaurant I frequented. The delivery address was an old 4-story apartment building without an elevator. The place had a worn, eerie look, the kind of building that whispered tales of forgotten pasts. The cracked paint and dimly lit windows added to its unsettling vibe. I arrived at the building, double-checked the address on my phone, and headed up the creaky stairs to the 4th floor. The halls were dimly lit, the air thick with a musty odor that made me wrinkle my nose. The wooden steps groaned under my weight with each step I took. I found the apartment, number 404, and knocked on the door, my knuckles rapping against the old wood. A young couple answered, looking confused. They insisted they hadn't ordered any food. I showed them the address on the app to confirm, but they remained certain there was a mistake. Their confusion turned to mild irritation, and I felt a twinge of unease creep up my spine. I backed away and double-checked the address again. It was correct. Determined to complete my delivery, I knocked again. The sound echoed through the silent hallway, adding to the building's spooky atmosphere. My heart pounded as I waited, hoping I wasn't about to get into an argument. The couple returned, now annoyed. I showed them the app address once more. Frustrated, I decided to call the number listed on the order. As I dialed, the ringtone echoed from inside their apartment. The couple's expression shifted from annoyance to shock. They traced the sound to a room in the back, quickly closing the door and leaving me outside. Not giving up, I knocked again, harder this time. The door creaked open slowly, and only the man appeared, visibly shaken. He explained that the ringtone came from his late father's phone, which had no SIM card and a dead battery. My heart raced as I processed his words. The man mentioned that his father had passed away a year ago, and the phone shouldn't have been ringing. A cold chill ran down my spine, making me shiver despite the warm night. I placed the food on the doorstep, my hands shaking, and turned to rush down the stairs. As I descended, the building seemed to close in on me, the shadows growing darker, the air colder. The hairs on the back of my neck stood up. Suddenly, I heard a soft, eerie whisper.
"Thank you very much."
I froze mid-step, my blood running cold. The voice was unmistakably that of an old man, but there was no one else around. I bolted down the remaining steps, my heart pounding in my chest, adrenaline pumping through my veins. I burst out of the building, gulping in the fresh night air. My mind raced as I tried to make sense of what had just happened. I got on my bike and sped away, not daring to look back. The streetlights blurred as I pedaled furiously, desperate to put distance between myself and that haunting place. When I finally got home, I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. I checked my delivery app for the order history, but the details of that last delivery were gone. It was as if the order had never existed. My hands trembled as I navigated through the app, searching for any trace of the delivery. Confused and unsettled, I decided to call the app company to report the issue and seek some clarification. After searching their system, they found a record of the delivery to that address, but the phone number used to register the order wasn't in service. They were puzzled as to how it passed their verification process during registration. Chills ran down my spine as I realized the truth. I had delivered food to a ghost. The old man's spirit had used the app to reach out from beyond, and I had unwittingly become part of his haunting story. Some spirits, it seems, never truly leave, and on that night one had reached out to me with a final eerie thank you.